why come in the gym if you're not going to be really committed? I mean,
because you
get
say
these people that come in for years and they just never look, they don't change.
Mate, I've had people hire me, right, to be able to say, I've tried everything, I've had a PT. You can take a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
Well, they haven't
That's a true
tried
saying,
everything.
isn't it?
Yeah.
No, in their mind, it validates their excuses. The why they'll always be overweight, unhealthy, and functioning at such a low level.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, I tried everything. And you're like, F off, no, you didn't.
Yeah.
You tried everything. If you tried everything, you would be where you want to be. Because you would have kept going and going and going.
And it's doing the things that are uncomfortable. So it's like when I speak to people and they ask me about, I like doing a lot of cooking videos and diet. And trying to get people to change the diet is quite hard. But to me, it's like, you have to do the uncomfortable things to start with. And then they're not uncomfortable. It's like David Goggins stuff. It has to be uncomfortable to the point where it gets comfortable.
It does.
Or you start enjoying it.
It does.
Changing your diet is not easy.
It's
People don't
not,
want to do it.
At the same time, this is where I feel like the word coaching is lost.
Yeah.
Because what you'll get people doing is you go, right, this is how I eat, okay? This is my diet sheet here. And
Is it truthful when they tell you the diet?
no, I'm talking about my own.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh, no, never. Say this is my diet sheet, right, in front of me, and I got in shape using this, right? So then what I do is you come to me, you go, okay, I want to gain muscle, and I go, there you go. And your diet and your lifestyle was nothing like mine, you're not going to be able to do it. So then people who, qualify themselves as coaches because they did a 6-week course. I mean, as an online coach, by the way, you don't even need a qualification. You just need an Instagram account, apparently.
Well, yeah.
So what they do then is you go, you're not following the plan, you don't want it enough.
Yeah.
No, what happens is they've got so many different things in their life to navigate. They need to be learning and coached how to do it.
Right.
I'll give you an example, right? So I have a lot of business owners, they do meetings, right? So they'll do a meeting, they think it's going to be 2 hours. It goes 4 hours long. They come out, there's loads of cookies and shite that's always in the office.
Straight on it.
Straight in.
Yeah.
So would I, by the way. And I consider myself super motivated. If I was starving, I'd go, I'll just have one. And then once you've had one, that's it.
This is why you've got to have a discipline, though.
No, it's not. This is the difference.
What are you saying?
It's not, the discipline is not in not having it. The discipline is learning how to avoid that failure. So for me, I would say to someone, look, here's what we need to do. It is deeper, but that's what coaching is.
Yeah.
Why are you going to pay me a massive fee to get basic fucking advice?
Don't eat cookies.
Don't eat cookies. F off, mate.
You can have a cookie if you factored it in. You know what I mean? In a
You
way.
can, but I'm talking about the principle. The cookie's irrelevant. It might be pizza. Like offices,
Prioritising your calorie
offices
allotment.
always bring in pizzas or whatever. The kind of food is not. Even if you're having like a bowl of oats, but you have 3 times the amount because you're hungrier.
That's easy.
The point I'm trying to make is that it's not about telling someone not to do something. It's about showing them how to avoid it. And it really it bugs me to the core when I think about these coaches that have no experience in life, right? Their only experience was they did a prep for a shoot or a show, and they've got no responsibilities, they've got nothing but time, and then they'll say to someone with children, like, yeah, you just don't want it enough, mate.
Yeah.
No, you don't want your coaching enough because you're not a good coach. You're just basically taking what your coach did with you and you're just repeating it. And it bugs me because then they demotivate the people that are working. What do you know about running 3 or 4 businesses? What do you know about, your child keeping you up all night, you function on barely no sleep, because when you're tired you make poor decisions, hunger cravings spike. How do you get someone to avoid that? By telling them to avoid a cookie.
No, it's a bit more than that.
You have to go into their lifestyle and you have to help them navigate, and when they fuck up, you have to say to them, look, it's not, I don't care about you messing up. How can we avoid it? And then eventually, like I said about my client who's been away for 2 weeks, I didn't speak to him once. I've coached him for a while now. He didn't need me because he knows what to do now. And he came back 0.4 of a kilo higher. And there was all kinds of temptations. He's had dessert every day, he drank tequila every day.
Get rid of that in a week.
Even less. It was a big poo. Do you know what I mean? So this is the kind of thing I'm talking about. It's high level coaching as opposed to somebody using a template and sending it to everyone.
Well, look, I get that. I mean, a lot of things, it's on the cheaper end, of course. A cookie cutter approach. where you just got one model for everyone. You do get that a lot, and there's an awful lot of online coaching. And I was going to ask you about this because obviously, you're in here, you're doing some, let's say, high ticket coaching, which I believe is the best way. But one of the issues with high ticket coaching is you can't be everywhere. It's almost like you're oversubscribed. You've only got a limited amount of availability in spots. So you need to prioritise that on the right clients and things. And if you look at, say, a really good example there, Mike Thurston, look at Mike Thurston, right? He started as a trainer, didn't he? Then he got a gym up in Newcastle. He born in Leeds, yeah? Started as a trainer, then he got his gym in Newcastle, where he was, business owner. And he realised he couldn't scale himself beyond that. I think he fell out with the other owners and things. And then he went digital. If you look at the size of him now and the scale of everything that he's got, it's absolutely colossal. But he now is in the digital world, so he's no longer doing the one-to-one coaching. I think even when he started on YouTube, he was still doing consults, phone consultations, which is kind of one-to-one, sending them a plan, doing it all remotely. But even he realised at some point, I'm going to have to do a cookie cutter approach and just start selling products in mass volume at low numbers. Is that something you'd always avoid?
Never. I just couldn't put my name to something that's not authentic because I'm very simple.
Okay.
I'm a very simple guy. I've seen it, mate. I've got clients worth tens, hundreds of millions.
Right.
£10 million houses. They don't even need it, right? Most of them don't have time to be there. It's great, don't get me wrong, right? I don't really care about that because I've seen people who are unhappy and super wealthy. I've seen people who are super wealthy and super happy.
Don't make you happy.
No, you can have it.
It's a lifestyle that makes you happy.
Yeah, and so my lifestyle, I just want to go and chase mountains and go mountain biking and go for a coffee.
You mountain biker?
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, me too.
I couldn't care less about, going to all these fancy restaurants. I like to do things well. If I can fund my lifestyle and remain intact with my values, I will never suffer a day mentally. People who shit on their own values will have a torrid time, whether it's in silence,
agree with that.
They don't have friends, they don't have happy marriages, all of it. Because it's this perception now that the more material you have, the better your lifestyle is.
I know some people like that and I agree with that.
I don't expect everybody to watch this and think, I agree, because we all look at a Lamborghini and think, I'd rather cry in a Lamborghini. But going back to the question,
would you?
I wouldn't know, because
I think it's lifestyle 100%. You only need the amount of money to fund the life that you want. If you're living a life that needs money, then you need money. But
this is
you
where
should go for lifestyle, not money.
This is where I'll get people to have clarity. I want to know, what do you actually want in your life? Because most people don't even know what they want.
I bet everyone would have a better life being healthy. And that is one thing that everyone would have.
Like I said to you before, mate, the client who got stage 4 cancer, he would have traded it in a heartbeat to have his health back.
Was he wealthy?
Super wealthy, yeah.
Right. So if you look at that there's a couple of things in this world, that you can't really buy. Well, the first one,
time and health.
Time and health.
Fact.
Exactly.
But this is what I'm saying.
Valuable commodity we've got.
Without doubt. But
why do we throw our time away? Why do we come in the gym and not give it everything that we've got? Why do we throw our health away with?
Because of the way you're fueling yourself isn't giving you the energy to do so. Most people, again, surviving versus thriving. We're surviving. We're living in a world now where most people are surviving because it's expensive. They've got to work 40 hours like you used to do. They haven't got any extra income to be able to have a personal trainer like what you did. People see it as a luxury. It should be a necessity. I have clients all over the world, right? So to answer the question, I have an online coaching business.
Yeah.
I don't personal train people for the sake of it. Whenever I sit down with a client, they come on as an online client because what I'm going to do is going to enable you to optimize your life to be able to train as hard as what you could do if I was behind you. Yeah? You coming in, I will teach you how to train. So if I take a client on, I'm more bothered about the 165 hours in the week that they're not with me than the 3 hours they are. Yeah? So I have to learn them and give them enough time to be able to learn themselves to optimize everything they're doing. So then when they train with me, it will be additional to that so that then I can help them train if they don't know how to train.
Okay.
Yeah? With the online clients and stuff, we can do video feedback, things like that, if they've got a good level of training. or any kind of like.
Do you have to, I presume when you get an online client though, you have to start somewhere, you do a questionnaire or whatever, you find out a bit about them, and then the first attempt that you've got of a training plan and a diet plan, it's a bit like learning how to track macros. You've got to give it a go based on a calculator and then adjust from there to suit the individual. Oh, you enjoyed part 4 of my interview with Steven Chidgey. Don't know about you, but these are getting better as they go on. Let me know what you think in the comments. And also, I bet you thought that were it, didn't you? I lied. Part 5's coming up. Keep watching.